Okay, you guys, in this video, we're going to look at how to customize your buttons on your camera. Keeping in mind, this is my Sony a7S III. So some of your camera's menu systems are going to look different, of course. But the idea and concept is the same regardless of what camera you're on. It just might be called something different in the menus. So, use this as your guide, but you might have to look for some different wording in your own menus, okay? Now, I'm on number 3 here, Operation Customize. An important thing to note here is if you pop over to this side, Custom Key Setting and Custom Key Setting, but one of them looks like a photo and one of them has the film strip, okay? So what that means is that you can customize your buttons from when your camera's in photo mode, but you can also customize your buttons for when they're in video mode. So that's super handy because there's going to be some things that you're going to want specific to photography and you want to have quicker access to. But then there might be some things you want quicker access to for video, okay? So just keep that in mind that you have that option. Now, I guess a side note to that would be some cameras may not do that. My camera does that, which is handy. Now, if you have some older systems, I guess it depends on your camera. Maybe you don't have that, but a lot of the newer stuff will, and you'll just have to see what camera you're on and, does it have it? Okay, so let's just go to the video one because I'm in video mode anyways right now on the camera filming this video. Okay, so you can see they've got the parts of the camera labeled, which is super handy. So it is really easy to understand what it's talking about. Okay, so if we go here, ISO. Now, this is my dial at the back of the camera. I've already set this stuff up. Like my camera's already set up so that when I go out working, my stuff is really quick. I have quick access to the things that I need. But I liked my ISO to be on the dial because I don't like pressing the button and then having to go scroll through ISO numbers. I just like to turn my wheel and that makes my ISO higher or lower. It's super, super easy, okay? Okay, so as we scroll through, we get all these things that we can change, okay? So let's just pick one and do one for example, okay? Just so you can see how it works. Let's just see, okay, follow, gamma display assist, audio record level. Okay, so this button on the side of my wheel here, if I go into that, I have it set at audio recording, my audio recording levels. So that's quick access for me. If I have a mic plugged into the camera, I can get it, make sure my levels are perfect, not too loud, not too soft. So then I don't have to dig through the menu to get there. But if, for example, I didn't want that and I wanted something else, now let's just remember it's 5 because I'm going to put it back at the end. But let's say I wanted that to be, let's see here, maybe I want that one to be what? What could we put that to? Shooting mode, switch silent. Oh, maybe I want silent shutter. No, that's more of a photo thing, so we won't worry about that. Okay, so image stabilization. So maybe we want to put it to steady shot and turn on and off image stabilization. So now when I go and press that side of my wheel dial, it'll be my steady shot, okay? Image stabilization. So all I have to do is press it to turn it off and then I'll press it to turn it on. Super, super simple and handy. So you can see it's really not hard to do. You just got to take the time to get into the menu, find this area, and then go and set up all these custom buttons. Now, I don't want to keep it on image stabilization because for video, I tend to use this one more. So this was more important to me. So I'm going to put it back, audio record level, and boom, there we go. Okay, but maybe we want to do one more as an example. So let's go, okay, this one, white balance. I talked about this in our white balance video. That's where I set my custom button to so that I have easy access to my white balance, okay? If I wanted to change that, you press OK, and then we could go and find any other option that we want, you name it. We could go in and make that. Here, let's do color tone. Let's say, oh, maybe we want our zebra displays. That'll show us, our exposure if we're hot or underexposed. So now our custom 2 button is zebras, which is super handy. Now again, I don't actually want that. I do prefer my white balance, but just you get to see how this works. We can go hit white balance. Boom. Okay, so now my custom 2 button on the top of my camera is my white balance. And that is how the custom buttons work.